call themselves the 11 Brothers. Inside a cramped apartment, they practice karaoke songs. They sometimes perform at Somali weddings in South Africa. Their style is to remix traditional songs with their own lyrics. A friend in the United States also sometimes sends them samples to make their own hip-hop songs. This song called The Motherland became popular in their home country. Band leader Abdul Qadir, who fled Somalia by foot several years ago, tries to keep the apartment clean. He explains the group's motivation.
The messages mostly we talk about is kind of love, peace, and even we talk about the problem back home in Somalia, whereby we criticize these, warlords and these extremists who is making the Somali country worse than it before.
The song's popularity led to email and phone threats against the band members. But the 11 Brothers say even though they fled Somalia, they still feel unsafe. And the threats do not just come from Somalia, but from South African gangs as well, who target immigrant market vendors. In June, the band's main sponsor, who also lived here, was shot in the head and killed by a thief who stole his money. The 11 Brothers have now set up a shop in a much safer neighborhood of Pretoria. They use the money they make reselling basic food items to support themselves and to continue making their music. The 11 Brothers also find time to play soccer in their gated courtyard, the activity which initially brought them together and gave them their musical name back in Somalia. Band member Hamza Mohammed, who is 25, says he accepts the plight of being a refugee as long as he can stay safe.
You have to accept, because you don't have a country, you don't have a, you don't have a government. You have to accept that to be a refugee. We are not refusing that we are refugees. We are happy to be a refugee. If you can get, if you can get a safe, you can get a better life.
Soccer has become their secondary activity now. Their game stops and quickly breaks out into more clapping. The 11 Brothers say they're just trying to survive in South Africa, taking all necessary precautions. They say they hope to one day be able to return to a peaceful Somalia with some savings and a few more diaspora musical hits. Nico, Colombant, VOA News, Pretoria.